up to date on our Burnout videos, you'll know that the Dodge Challenger that I own is actually wrecked at the moment and currently being fixed. So I got a rental car. And what happened to that? The window cracked just by chance. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to replace a passenger door window on a 2021 Dodge Charger. But first, if you haven't seen it already, I will link it up in the top corner, and go check out how to remove a door panel on this car, because that will be the first step in replacing the window. So check out that video first and then come back here to see how the window is actually installed. So once you have the door panel off, you're going to need 2 access points to actually get to where the window hooks up to the track. So one of these access points will be located right inside this little trap door, essentially. It's not a trap door. Inside this little panel here that folds down. And so that will be the back part of the window. Ultimately, you'll need to roll the window up to this height before you can actually access that point. And then the other one will be behind the speakers. So you take the 4 bolts out of the speakers like so. You want to pull it out, deattach the plug that goes with it. You will have plenty of room behind here to access the front attachment to the window. So it involves rolling the window down and up accordingly, because you will be able to access it at different parts. However, once they are deattached, then you can lift the window up and out. To make getting the window out easier later on, I highly recommend you take off the outer trim piece, which, believe it or not, is only held in by 2 different screws. It's a 20 torque bit socket. So the screw is located right here, just on the inside of the door. And then there's also one located on this side. If you peel back a little bit of the rubber here, there will be another screw right in there. So once again, 1 screw on this side, 1 screw on this, and that will ultimately take off this black trim piece so that the window can come out a lot easier, and you want to remove the window from the top. This outer trim piece will be stuck onto this metal pretty good, so you do want to give it a good tug when trying to take it out. Ultimately, those 2 screws are the only thing holding it in. However, it should be nice and snug against that, so it will be a little tough when removing, but as you can see, I popped it right out. Now it's time to deattach the window, and ultimately you want to get it to a place within the viewpoints where you can see it and easily access it. So for me, I'm probably about 2 inches from the top of the window, rolling the window up, and you can see that I can get in here clearly into this part where the window is attached to the mechanism. Take a flathead screwdriver, you want to stick it into this window, and this white tab that I'm touching right now is what's holding the window into place. So ultimately you want to go under that tab and lift up, and then you should be able to push it straight back and it will pop out of this bracket that's holding the window in. So what I ended up doing was pushing the middle part of that white tab and then ultimately taking my other hand and lifting the window up. You can see that this side is kind of more free to move at this point, and it's just this side that's attached. So once again, push that tab back out of the hole that's on the bracket and then lift the window so that it no longer is holding that bracket and it's free to move up. And I'm gonna do that same process for this side over here. You might have to roll the window down a slight bit so that you can access it, but it's the same thing. The mechanism and how it hooks up is the very same. And then, like I said, you wanna be able to pull the window up from there.
Easy.
Easy peasy. After you've released the 2 bottom points on the window, you should be able to just pull the window straight out the top. With my luck, it won't work, but we're gonna give it a whirl. It's the moment of truth. And you can see how it's just kind of free falling at this point. That's good, that means it's not attached to anything. Isn't this gnarly? We should keep this as a souvenir. Everyone who's on the Burnout show needs to sign this window at some point. Yeah. When you're installing your new window, what I would recommend is putting a piece of packing material or something to protect the window from actually scraping on the way in. And I can actually see this inner part okay, but I can't see the outer edge since we took off the trim. So what I recommend is just putting maybe some tape, or what I put is some cloth over it right now, just so it doesn't scratch on the way in. And ultimately you want to put it in a very similar way you took it out. So I was able to take it out on the outside of the car technically, so I'm going to try to put it in that very same way and lower it in accordingly. As you're lowering it down, there's a few things you want to know. You definitely want to try to aim towards the mounting points where it goes in, and use the guide holes as spaces to lower the window so it doesn't just come crashing down. Those are two important factors that can kind of help you out a ton when just trying to get it in the right place. So you do want to try and guide this hole into the groove. So what I did is I popped in this side first. It is a little tricky, but you'll hear it click into place and those little white tabs will grab the window where it should. As of now, I just heard this one click. So what I'm gonna do is roll the window back up carefully so I can get a viewpoint over here. But once again, I did do this side first. I found it just to be a little bit easier, and the window is all the way in the car. So for me, this was the access point, and you can't see that one as of yet. So once everything is good to go and you have put in the new window, definitely try it a few times with the button. Make sure it goes up and down okay. If you have the auto up and auto down feature, test that as well. I would also test it against the speed of the driver's side so that you can get a gist to make sure the motor's functioning fine and all is well in that sense. From here, the next steps would be to begin assembly. What I would recommend doing first is putting in the speaker and attaching the wire, then putting in the speaker and bolting that up. And then I would actually go outside and do that outer trim piece next as well. But I'm gonna start with those two things. Once again, be sure your tracks are lined up, the window is hooked in, the window goes up and down fine, all the buttons work, and it should be good to go. Just don't forget to plug in these few plugs that you need to plug in when you're putting the door panel back on. But I'll walk you through right now, step by step, how to put everything back together, and so that you're good to go moving forward with this window. When you're putting the speaker back on, it's important to know that the wire for the speaker, after you plug it in, needs to sit in this little groove. Otherwise, that wire is going to get pinched over time and probably wear away and break through. So there's a little slot it should go through. And the wire should tuck right in there so that when you tighten the speaker down, it won't actually pinch the wire. Now you want to put on the outer trim piece, which once again should just sit right in this groove underneath, and there will be two bolts, one on the front, one on the back. So I'm going to try to slide that in accordingly. It's easy to slide it to the front and then push it down. And you do want to get it nice and snug so that rain doesn't get in your car. And at least for myself, there's one black, one silver bolt. The black one went in the back of the trim piece. After you've touched up the inside, made sure the outer trim is on, you're ready for the door panel. However, you don't want to slap it on quite yet. You want to make sure that the plugs are plugged in the right places. So there are two plugs, and then this door latch will ultimately feed through here. Just want to mock it up into place. This green plug will go right into your buttons for your door. Once you have the plugs plugged in and the handle mocked up, you want to make sure that you lift it over the lock piece on the door so that it can go into that hole. The toughest part about getting the door panel back in is this inside trim. Getting that to sit on the metal will be really hard. Might need a second set of hands. But once it's on like this, you can still see that the bottom is popped out. You're ultimately good to pop that back in. So as long as you're lining up with the holes up here on the top, make sure the lock piece is showing through. And then from here, it's about getting these pins down bottom into place, and then you can kind of push it back in. So I'm gonna do that right now. Now you just need to put 3 more screws and 1 little pin back in, and then you're good to go. So I'm going to do this one. This is all over the place. When installing this last clip here, you want to put this piece in first and sit it in the groove like that. And then this piece goes in like this with the pointed side in towards the door. And you want to push that in until it's flush like that. So that'll be all for this video on how to replace a window on a 2021 Dodge Charger. Be sure to check out our merch on our website, burnoutshow.com/store. We have tons of merchandise like this hat or this shirt that you can get up there today. So be sure to check that out. Thank you for watching. Like the video if this helped. Please subscribe to help us out. and we will hopefully see you next time here on the Burnout Show. And we have a working window today. So what's better than that? We'll see you next time, and hopefully this helped.